Happy Turkey Day Eve, everyone. Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Say hi, children.
Hi.
Hi. I'm so cool that they let me hang out with people my age. So, what are y'all, 17, 16?
17.
Yes, I'm just 18. So, I figured why not have a show with my peers? So, anyway, we wanted to say thank you. James and I were talking a little bit earlier, and we just realized that the Libra Lounge has been officially the Libra Lounge for like a year. And we just wanted to say thank you to all of our followers and all of our supporters. Cheers to everyone. Also, we wanted to let you know some special things that are going on with our sponsors. Right now, if you go to the Million Harris and use the code THANKS25, you'll get 25% off of your total Perkage. Don't laugh at me because you don't say determine right in second grade. And what word don't you say right?
I say everything.
Yes, so. But we were talking, I was like, I messed up every show right at the first segment. 1 minute. Girl, you are not on camera. Wow. So anyways, yes, if you go to the Million Harris and type in promo code THANKS25, you'll get 25% off of your purchase. Go to www.themillionharris.com. Remember, you can buy hair bundles, mink lashes, beard products, hair products for the whole entire family. Also, right now at Femme Fatale, you can now buy elderberry syrup. I've never had that, but I've had like elderberry syrup like that you put on waffles and pancakes, and that was pretty good. I don't know if this is the same kind, but if you're looking for a natural antioxidant, immune booster, natural detoxifier, cold and relief flu, stop by Femme Fatale and pick up a bottle. Also, don't forget that now until the end of November, for all of you who are interested in yoga or bar classes, you can go there and save 10% off of the studio class packages at Femme Fatale. So, if you're a friend of the Libra Lounge, you know what time it is. It's time for the gap.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
Alrighty, so last week, okay, so you guys probably don't know this, but I have a celebrity vampire list. And I try to update it every 2 years or so. And it's just celebrities that I believe they have to be vampires. Yeah. Like Morgan Freeman, vampire. Betty White, vampire.
I can see that.
Vampire. Robert De Niro, vampire. And I thought until last week that Stan Lee was also a vampire. But the creator of Marvel, the Marvel Universe, Stan Lee, finally died at the ripe old age of 95. That's a long time to live. Would y'all want to live that long?
I don't know about that one, Chief.
You don't know? You don't want to be 95?
You get to see a lot, bro, in your lifetime.
Yes, like I want to live to at least be 500. I mean, just
like minimum.
Yes, like I have to be here and be in everyone's business. So I'm like, when I'm 500, I think I'll be good to go. So Stan Lee passed away last week, and it was very sad because you start to think about. I know for me, I mean, being 21 and all, but Stan Lee has always been a part of my life. Whether, my dad was a big comic book fan, my husband is, and then there's been an explosion of comic book character movies that have come out. So, what do you guys do? You guys have anything, interesting about Stan Lee? Like, I don't know, if he were to create a superhero after each one of you? Do you know what your names would be?
I've actually considered this a lot.
Okay.
So
I'm not surprised to hear that from you, Carol. I'm not.
If Stan Lee created a superhero character based on me, first of all, the name would be Cohesive Eel, because it's an anagram of I love cheese. And I would have
Can we call you something for short?
Cohesive Eel. It's just call me
maybe just
Eel.
maybe.
Illy.
But full name Cohesive Eel.
Okay,
and
all right.
I'd have the power of omnipotence, which basically means like I just have like all the powers. Basically, like, I can do whatever I want.
Okay,
How cool is that?
okay.
And
I'm gonna roll with you. If you have all the powers, I'm just gonna roll with you. I'm with Ellie. Oh.
And I think probably my outfit, my costume would be like an invisible, like hooded robe, like so I could turn invisible, because that's like the coolest thing ever. just be invisible all the time. You can do anything.
She really thought about that. She put a lot of thought into that. Okay, Hunter, what about you?
Mine's a little more boring.
Okay.
I was just kind of thinking being called lightning.
Okay.
Having like super speed.
Okay.
And having like a kind of like an off-brand Flash, I guess.
So basically, you want to be Flash, just a broke down Flash.
Yes.
Okay, I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Okay, Dawson.
So my friends already call me names. It's called Stick Boy. It's because I'm very tall and lanky, and so what my power would be, I could just grow my arms and legs out longer.
So you would be Groot.
Sure.
Or like Elastigirl. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Stick Boy.
But Stick Boy, would you have like a certain outfit, a certain color?
It would be brown.
Like a stick.
I like brown. Personally, I like brown, so I think that's great. Okay, Annabella, he did not take over. Dawson showing all the way out. You got me all excited, so I started hitting the desk and I got in trouble. Okay, so Annabella, who would you be?
I think that if I could have a power, it would be like to fill things up. Like an empty bank account, you just fill it up.
Got it.
Yeah. Can you start with my bank account first, just to be like the test run?
Of course.
Okay, awesome. So I think that, I thought about this. Who would I be? But I think so highly of myself already. I don't think that Stan Lee could really do that much. I mean, Captain Perfection? Maybe. Just kidding. No, if I had a superpower, it would be to be able to eat whatever I want without gaining any weight. I don't know. Call me Diet Girl. I don't know. Diet Girl to the rescue. Okay, so y'all may not know, but I'm petty, and I just look for petty things that are going on in the world. And so, Demi Lovato just got out of rehab recently, but for some odd reason this week, she stopped following Selena Gomez on Twitter. What is that all about, young children? Do you guys know?
I don't know.
You know?
I haven't the slightest.
What is it? Does that mean I have beef with a person?
Maybe, or it just maybe. Yeah, probably. Actually.
Could have been an accident though.
Do you think it was an accident?
No. Let's stir the pot.
Oh.
Yeah, let's stir it. I like to stir the pot.
Demi Lovato hates Selena now.
You think so?
Obviously. Otherwise, why would you unfollow her?
But here's the thing, because Selena Gomez actually had to check herself into, it wasn't rehab, but she had like a little bit of a breakdown. So I would think right now they would be supporting one another, but y'all know how women be hating. I don't know. But like, to me, I'm always afraid to unfriend or unfollow someone, even though I don't want to anymore. But I feel like as soon as I do it, there's like a signal that goes out, unfollowed by Rakisha Holman Owens. Then they call or text me and they're like, did you unfriend? I'm like, oh, it was an accident. The interwebs did it on accident. It wasn't really me. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what's going on with those two girls. So with the holidays coming up, I have a teenage daughter, and I wanted to ask you guys, what is the ultimate gift guide for purchasing Christmas gifts when, I don't want to call y'all broke, but y'all kind of broke because y'all are young. So y'all still live at home and bum off your parents and stuff like that. So that's kind of being broke, right? Y'all about that broke life? Yeah. Okay. So this is what my daughter does. I don't know if you guys have this problem. So it's one of two things. It is either the most extravagant gift that she knows there's no way I'm going to get, or like a Range Rover. She'll say, oh, let's get mama a Range Rover. It's that, or it's the total opposite. Like, let's get her a craft book. I think she wants to learn how to crochet. It's just, I don't know what her thinking is. So when you guys are, making your list for your parents and trying to decide what to get them, how do you go about that?
Well, sometimes, like when I was younger, we still kind of, with birthday cards and stuff, but we kind of believe that like homemade's better. Like it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like with birthday cards and stuff, we'd make just like homemade, and they'd know, oh, like we took the time out to make it for them. Yeah. And then it's cute. And,
right.
But now that we're getting older, it's sometimes I feel like it gets kind of like the same things. Like I always get my mom like cookware or like a blouse or shoes. So
yeah. But that's cute stuff.
Yeah.
Except for the cook stuff, because that, to me, that's a gift that's really for you, because you know I'm gonna end up cooking stuff for you. I'm just saying that I be about that mom life, and that's just how we look at things. Hunter, I know you got something to say.
I mean, all I did for my mom was like, I was a really like mean kid. I'd like forget.
No,
Well,
really?
not mean. Like
Forgetful?
Yeah,
Okay.
forgetful. And so like it'd be the day of, and I'd be like, uh-oh. And so like go get like a piece of paper and like some glue and get like some colored paper and like try to make a really ghetto card.
Yeah,
and, like
yeah.
try to show I put time in it, but it was like 10 minutes. So
Typical man, and some things never, ever, ever change. Do better, Hunter.
I
Do
will.
better. 2019 is gonna be your year.
Yep.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna remember your mom's birthday. You're gonna remember Christmas, because it's the same time every year.
Yes.
So you're gonna get it right.
I will.
2019, you're gonna get it right.
This is the year.
Yes,
I got
it is. It is. Okay, what about you guys?
So usually I don't know what my parents want, but they know each other very well.
Yeah,
So
that's why
what
they're
you do-
married and stuff. You know, isn't that how that goes?
It does. And so they buy each other presents,
Uh-huh.
and you tag on.
That's how the rich stays rich.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just like, hey, let me write my name on there too. Just from Dawson. I helped pick it out. Yes, I like that idea. That sounds about like something my kid would do too.
I do that for my little sister because I don't really know what she wants ever.
Got you. What about you, Annabella?
I don't personally. I just go on Pinterest and like look up
We love
like
moms.
look up
That's
like
actually
Christmas
very
gifts and stuff, and then it like gives you ideas of like
Yeah.
what moms in general would want, and you
Mhm.
can just like make it specific to your mom in some
Yeah.
sort of way.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I mean, I only created a Pinterest page so that those fools would know what to get me, and they still don't get it. And I even like send it directly to them, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's cute." I'm like, they don't get it. I want that. Anyway, we will be right back, and we're going to talk about what's going on at Dickinson High School with the theater department. We'll be back in a moment.
Communities in Schools is a nationwide organization that works with our most at-risk youth, helping kids with a wide variety of needs and services in your communities. With the drastic change in temperature, we are in desperate need of new or gently used hoodies and jackets. Many of our families must send their children to school without a sweater or jacket. Walking to the bus stop, riding to school, and even playing on the playground increases the risk of illness and cold weather injuries. But you can help. Please donate today before the weather gets even colder. We need all sizes, from children's extra small to adult 3X large. Girls, boys, women's, and men's. New or freshly laundered like new items only, please. If you would like to donate, please drop off at the Communities in Schools office located at 303 East Main Street, Suite 120 in League City. Donations can be dropped off Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please mark your donation to Attention Jill Wells, and your donations will go to schools in Dickinson ISD. For our listeners around the country, you can ship your donations to Communities in Schools Bay Area, P.O. Box 580096, Houston, Texas 77258.
Femme Fatale is the fully equipped boutique-style gym and fitness club that is taking a new and innovative approach to women's health and fitness. Our main goal is to provide a comfortable and completely judgment-free venue for women of all ages and fitness levels to come exercise and feel like a positive, fit family. We understand the busy lifestyle of today's women, so we also provide 30 minutes to 1 hour fitness classes, including the newest trends like boot camps, yoga, and body bar. We also offer a break room for school-aged children to hang out, as well as a tanning bed and sauna. We are located at 689 FM 517 West in Dickinson, Texas, and our phone number is 281-678-8037. Mention the Libra Lounge and get $10 off your initiation fee. We look forward to growing our fit family with you. Hey, welcome back to the Libra Lounge. So, I'm going to let you guys officially introduce yourselves. The Reveliers.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's just. Do y'all have a nickname like the Rev? Something like
No,
that.
just Reveliers.
Just the Reveliers. Okay, so we're going to start down here, and you guys are each going to introduce yourselves to the Libra Lounge audience.
Hi, I'm Hunter Miles. I'm a junior in high school.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Richards, and I'm a senior in high school.
Hi, I'm Dawson Boudreaux. I'm also a junior in high school.
Hi, my name's Annabella Gleason, and I'm a sophomore in high school.
Her name's Oh Gosh.
Oh.
That's cute. I like that. Is that French?
Yes.
Okay, so, tell us what it's like to be part of the theater department.
I would say being part of the theater department is like having a home away from home.
Mhm.
You can go and like you don't have to worry about people judging you or teasing you because you're just going to do something that you love with a bunch of other people who love the same thing as you do.
So what's your theater teacher's name?
Miss Powell.
Girl, give her an A, because she stole the whole theater department with that right there. So when you guys get into high school, there's so many electives now. Like, I didn't even know you could take an astrology class at the high school. So with there being
Me
such a
neither.
long list, how did you guys just know that you wanted to be in theater? Like, that was the elective that you had to have.
Well, for me, it was I've always been drawn to acting.
Mm-hmm.
Even as like a little kid, I'd play games in my head and be some like hero or something.
Mm-hmm. Like
and-
Flash.
Yeah, like Flash.
Okay.
And on top of that, you just get to, like Annabella said, kind of enjoy the same thing with everyone else, and you don't really have to worry about being like put down or something
Mhm.
because everyone's there to learn and do the same thing as you.
Okay, would you guys agree with that too?
Yes,
Yes.
very
Yes.
much.
Okay. So what so far, because I know you're a senior, juniors, and sophomore, what productions have you guys been in so far at Dickinson High School?
Well, oh,
Go ahead.
you can
Caroline's
go ahead.
like,
You go
let
ahead.
me get my scroll.
I'm a senior, so I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so when I was
she
in
rank y'all with age.
Seniority.
when I was in 8th grade, I was in my first production at the high school, which was an all-district musical. That's how I was able to do it. It was the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. And then 9th grade, I did our fall show, Our Town, and then our musical, Oliver, and then our one act To Kill a Mockingbird. And then 10th grade, I did our fall show, Treasure Island. Then we did Beauty and the Beast for our musical. And the best Christmas pageant ever was the freshman production, but I was a small role in that. And then and one act, The Last Days of Judas Iscariot. And also I was in a senior direct, which, two seniors will pair up and they will, cast some underclassmen. And I was in a show called Falling. And then 11th grade, I was in Anatomy of Grey, our fall show, The Little Mermaid, our musical, A View from the Bridge, our one act. And then another senior direct as Bees and Honey Drown. And then so far in 12th grade, I've done our fall show Stage Door and our musical The Music Man. So
Well, do y'all even want to say anything after that? You missed a couple. I'm just kidding. Okay, Hunter, what have you been in?
Well, I moved here at the beginning of last year.
Okay.
And so at my other school, I was in The Yellow Boat in 8th grade for their one act. And then freshman year, I was in The Diviners
Mm-hmm.
for their fall play. I was in Madagascar the musical
Nice.
for their musical, and then I was in The Book of Everything for their one act, and then I was also in Anatomy of Grey for Dickinson's fall show and The Little Mermaid for their musical. A View from the Bridge for the one act, and then I was in Tribes. That was the senior direct, and then this year I've been in Stage Door and gonna be in Music Man. So.
Excellent. He kind of sized you up because his list is a little bit long too. I'm just saying. Dawson, do you have a longer list than Caroline?
It's not longer, but it's pretty sizable
Okay.
too.
Okay. Little competition here. All right. What have you been in?
So freshman year, I was in
Is
Treasure
that a dirty
Island.
joke?
No,
Okay.
it was not. I am a
Are
good
you
Christian
sure?
boy.
Okay.
If I have to behave tonight, Dawson, go ahead and do it because it's killing me being good. So if someone's got to be bad, it could be you. You want to get in trouble, I will. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, tell us what you've been in.
So I was in Treasure Island my freshman year. I was in the musical Beauty and the Beast, and then I was in the one act, The Last Days of Judas Iscariot. Then we go to my sophomore year. I was also in Anatomy of Grey, The Little Mermaid, and the other one act, which was A View from the Bridge. Yes. And then
Okay.
this year, I'm in Stage Door and now Music Man, and y'all should come see it because I'm pretty good at singing, I think.
he's our lead.
Yeah, he
He's our
is.
Harold Hill.
And so shy. Doesn't like to talk about himself at all, does he? Okay, Annabella, what have you been in?
Well, the musicals are all district. So I've been in every musical at the high school since I was in 5th grade. So I did Annie in 5th grade, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee in 6th grade, Oliver in 7th grade, Beauty and the Beast in 8th grade. And then my freshman year, I was in Anatomy of Grey, The Little Mermaid. Oh, shoot. Oh, I was a part of A View from the Bridge. I wasn't on stage for it because I was just a freshman. But, just I was an alternate.
Okay.
And then I was in the senior directs as Bees and Honey Drown. And then sophomore year, I was in Stage Door, and now I'm in The Music Man.
Let me get my list.
I was also in Annie. I just forgot I was in 7th grade. Thanks.
She has someone up here.
She was in theater when she was in Dickinson too.
Yes, so I also am a Gator and graduated from Dickinson High School. And I'm gonna give you, what I was in. So I was in Arkansas Bear. I did not. I really was in it, but I messed up really, really bad doing a performance, because I was one of the tech people, and not only did I mess up really bad, but then I started laughing really bad. So then everyone backstage started laughing really, really bad. Yeah. I hid from my theater teacher for like a month. I'm like, she's gonna kill me. I know she is. And I was also in Bye Bye Birdie. Ooh. I had the lead role. I was the only Black person in an all-white town, and we never. It just that's how it was. Like it was like a modern day family, because it was like I was adopted by different people. Never mind. My body's producer James looking at me like. But anyway, I don't know what happened, but we never opened for some odd reason. We could not get it together. That's my list. Okay, so when people think about theater, a lot of people they don't try out, they don't audition because they're so afraid of the process. So Carolyn, since you are our veteran here, next to me, since you're our veteran, take us through the audition process at Dickinson High School. I'm gonna move your mic because Hunter makes sure he moves it every time he talks. No, you're supposed to. No, that's perfect. Okay.
So an audition process at Dickinson High School. Basically, before the actual day or days of the auditions, you are going to fill out an audition form so that the director, Ms. Powell, knows around how many people are coming. And it's going to have like your contact info and stuff, just so like she can send reminders, hey, just don't forget about auditions, stuff like that. And then you're going to, depending on the type of audition, like for one act, it's usually like this way, and then it's this way for like fall show and musicals and stuff. You're like, for musicals, you'll prepare like a monologue or a scene from the show that you're going to be auditioning for, and also some music, and if you dance, some dance numbers. And for fall shows, you either prepare some scenes from the fall show you're doing, or she will give you them when you get there to the audition, and you'll just do them cold. And then for one act, it's usually you prepare two contrasting monologues, much like a professional acting audition. Mm-hmm. And you just perform them memorized, and they don't have to be from the show you're auditioning for. And then, you go to auditions, you do whatever that may be that I just mentioned, and she'll say, okay, could I also see this? And she'll have you read something cold sometimes. Or she'll say, okay, thank you. And then you go home and you wait for the callback list to go up. Mm-hmm. And then at callbacks, like I said, either you prepare something or you just go up and do it cold. Usually we do stuff cold at callbacks. And then you go home and you wait for the list to go up, the cast list, company list.
And how scary is that? Are you just like anxious the whole time waiting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, here's a little thing that some people might not know. Just because you don't get a callback doesn't mean you're not already cast, because you could already be cast in the show. Callbacks are just mainly for the director to say, oh, this person auditioned for this role, but I'd kind of like to see them in this role because they might fit it better. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're not. It's either way. It just depends.
Okay. That's a lot. I mean, that is really a lot, right? Like, yeah. I'm too lazy to do all of that. You know what I mean? I guess just one day if y'all need just an extra person backstage just to say, hey, you go. I don't know. So, do you guys audition for every production, or do you pick and choose? How do you decide?
Every production.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I auditioned
really?
for
Every
all of
production.
them,
Y'all audition for every single production.
yeah. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, does everyone do that?
No. No.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you guys this. So, can you each tell me what your top 5 theater productions, musicals included, are and why? We'll start this way.
Oh no.
If you don't have 5, you don't have to do 5. I just pick a number in my head. It could like be 2.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I really liked being in Beauty and the Beast, so I would say that that's one
Well, how about your favorite production that you've seen?
that I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Dawson Saber.
So while she's thinking, I have 3 in mind.
Okay.
So last year at One Act, we went to state. We didn't get to like advance the state, but we went to see the shows, and we saw the school Montgomery perform "Death of a Salesman." That is the best show I have ever seen from a high school. It was amazing.
Okay.
And then another show that I really liked was The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I've read that script many a time, and it is very good. And then my all-time favorite has to be Golden Boy because it's about a boxer, and I relate, and it's really good. No, but
you do like karate,
Yes.
right? Your whole family
I
does
do
karate
MMA.
stuff.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
That's why I'm being real nice to you because I don't want after the show your mom to say, I don't like how that went. And then she tries to fight me. And I can't fight. All I can do is throw stuff. So, okay, so Annabella, any productions that you can think of?
Yes. Okay. So last year at State, we went and saw it was a show called Sideman. I think they actually ended up winning, didn't they? They won State. It was really, really good. That was, and then we also saw a show called Wit that I thought was really good. I think they got 3rd place.
That one's good.
Yes, that was a really good show. And then the people that got 2nd place, they did Water by the Spoonful, and theirs was really, really good too. So I'd say that those are 3 of my favorites.
Okay. What about you guys? And it can be, from a high school or Broadway.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think she's
So
going to be like a future theater teacher. She just has that whole vibe about her.
So I am going to agree with Annabella on Water by the Spoonful. That was amazing. And then Clear Lake at One Act last year did this show called Dark Road, and it was about like an ex like leader of a concentration camp, and she was a woman, and it was so good. I just loved it so much. So those are a couple like high school shows that I've seen, and I really like. There's a musical that like came out a couple seasons ago on Broadway. There's 2 actually. Dear Evan Hansen. We saw this musical with Ben Platt. It was amazeballs. We had.
I just want y'all to know, I didn't say that word. She said that word. Just for the record, it wasn't me. Continue.
We saw it my sophomore year in high school. We took a spring break trip to New York. We saw Dear Evan Hansen like with the original Broadway cast, and it was super good. And I haven't seen this next show, but it's like tied with Dear Evan Hansen. It's my favorite show from that Broadway season. Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. It is a rock opera by Dave Malloy. If you don't know him, check him out. He's so good.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, he's basically like Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like he infuses like a different genre of music into musical theater show tunes. So like Lin does rap and show tunes. He does rock and show tunes, and it's really good. And Josh Groban was in it. Thanks.
Shout out. Okay, Hunter.
I'm gonna have to agree with them. Watered by the Spoonful was such a good show. And then recently we saw the show at Com called Noises Off, and I've never laughed like just through an entire show like that. It
Really?
was so funny. And then I also have to. What was the other one I was gonna say?
I don't know, because you don't seem like you're ever at a loss for words. So I'm surprised that you forgot it.
Oh, Dear Evan Hansen. I love Dear Evan Hansen so much. That one is just, it's so good. I love how raw the emotions are throughout the whole show. It's just so good.
Okay. Well, in my house, every year, everyone has so many artistic things they have to do per year. So whether it's theater, concerts, art, and stuff like that. So I think, what was the last thing that we went and saw? Was The Wizard of Oz. But I think the best production that we've seen so far for me was the Book of Mormon.
Ooh,
I laughed so extremely hard. Yeah, it was really good. And but here's a secret that I'm going to tell just you guys, and nobody else, because there's no one else, we're not doing a show or anything like that. So every year for like 2 years, I would take my daughter to go and see the Nutcracker Ballet.
Mhm.
Have y'all ever seen it?
Mhm.
No.
I have.
No.
Have you? Okay. So you know the whole experience, right?
Yes.
It gets really, really, really quiet in that theater. And there's some moments when the dancers are performing, and even though they're performing, it's still just like an essence of quietness all around, right? But my phone went off.
Oh.
Oh, God. And it was the Harry Potter theme song. And I couldn't get it off. Like I couldn't turn my phone. It just kept ringing. So I've been traumatized for life. I refuse to go back to see it. Whenever we go see a play, like you can ask my husband or my daughter, I check my phone like 15 times that it's on Do Not Disturb. And then I'm so filled with anxiety that right before the lights, the curtains go up, I just turn it off altogether. So that's my little story about the theater. But what I want to know from you guys is if you could perform with any actor or actress. These are good questions.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, you already know. Who would it be and in what production? Oh, Dawson has already moved the mic.
So there's one actor that I look up to a lot. His name is Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
He is a
That's
legend.
Batman. One of the
Yeah,
Batmans,
the
right?
Dark Knight trilogy.
Okay.
He was also in The Mechanic. He is an amazing method actor. I love the way his technique, everything, and I love to learn from him.
Isn't he the one that lost a whole bunch of weight?
Yes,
for a role?
that's the
When he was
Mechanic.
okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay, so you would act with him. What kind of movie would it be or production?
I mean, if he came back for a 4th Batman movie, I'd be a part of that.
And you'd be Stickman.
Yes,
That's
Stick Boy.
right. So the Dark Knight with the Stickman versus the Joker.
Oh well, that's already happened. So we'd have to do a new
Again,
villain.
or maybe y'all are going
Against
against
lightning.
L over here.
Yeah.
And lightning.
Cohesive heel.
I can't say that whole name though, Caroline. That's why I have to come up with a nickname. Cohesive?
Yeah.
Cohesive element? Is that what it is?
Eel.
Eel. Like the little C?
Mhm.
Eel? I didn't even catch that the first
Or I
time.
mean, you could just call her I Love Cheese. You know.
Can we just
Yeah.
call you CE?
Sure.
So I'm going to start a script because I think this is good. Okay, Annabella, how about you?
I think my dream is to be in Wicked, and I would be Glinda, and Idina Menzel would be Elphaba because that's like my dream. I would love to do that. I'm like, that would be so cool.
I have a feeling it may happen one day, and I'll be there to see it.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm going to skip over you, Caroline.
no,
See,
no,
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 I am.
no,
I'm
no,
skipping
no,
over you.
no,
She said no.
I can do it.
She done took over the whole show.
You ready? You ready? Okay,
Yes.
so first on my list, of course, is Josh Groban because I just love him. He's amazing. And so yeah, he
A
is a
singer
singer.
and
But
an
hold
actor.
up,
Okay,
hold up.
okay.
He's been in a couple of movies. Okay, and like I said, he was in Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812, and he was Pierre, and he was just so good. His voice was just so amazing, and so I would be in that revival because it closed too soon, and he would be Pierre, of course, and I'd be Sonia. And then of course there's Joseph Walker. Probably you guys probably don't know him. He's from this production company called hold on Star Kid.
She's investing me. She's like, hold on,
Because
hold
they're
on.
equal. Because I want to do with both of them.
Okay.
Joseph Walker's from this production company called Star Kid. They got started in 2009 at the University of Michigan.
Mhm.
And so I would want to do a Star Kid show with him. There's a show called Starship, and it's pretty family friendly, not like most of their shows. But it's about like bugs that like defend their planet from some Starship Rangers. It's fun. Anyway.
And Hunter, how about you?
Well, I really feel like acting with Chris Pratt would just be.
Okay.
I
would
can see
be-
you doing that.
That would be awesome, and I wouldn't mind being in, the next Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like that would be a blast,
So maybe you could be that character's son
Maybe, yeah.
with maybe him and Gamora.
Gamora.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you could be like a lime green, not green like her,
Yeah, it's
because
like a
you'll
lime
be
green.
like mixed. So it'll be like a little lime green.
Yeah, like a
What would we call you?
Lightning.
Livening.
Lime lightning or something like that.
Lightning.
There it is, people. Okay, so when we get back, we are going to talk to you guys about your upcoming production and about your fundraisers that you have coming up in December. We'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Keisha, the host of the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast and web series. If you follow me on social media, you know that the Million Harris is one of the sponsors of the show. I've told you all about the great hair products for both men and women that they have, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to actually see some of their hair bundles. Here they are. What I did was I ordered both 20 and 22-inch Malaysian bundles and a frontal from the Million Harris and took them to my stylist and had her make this unit. Yes, this is actually a lace front unit made from the bundles I purchased at the Million Harris. I usually don't wear this much hair extensions, nor do I wear it this long, but I really love it. The hair feels amazing. It looks great. I've been getting compliments everywhere that I go. So make sure to go to her website or stop by the shop and get your order on. She's got hair products, bundles, and mink lashes. Make sure to use my discount code Libra20 for 20% off your total purchase. All right, welcome. I know he's getting a stretch on. Okay, so you guys have an upcoming play, The Music Man, actually. So anyone want to give us a little bit of background about that production? Okay,
Me.
Dawson, how about you?
Yes, me.
Okay.
Okay, so this story is about the music man. His name is Harold Hill. He is a traveling salesman, but also a con man. And so there's a group of traveling salesmen that go around and they try to sail to different towns. But the problem is Harold Hill always gets there first. And instead of selling like goods to them, he cons them out of their money. And so every time the other traveling salesmen get there, they're always are like left short because the people don't trust them anymore. So the story is about the antagonist, or Charlie Cowell. He finally finds the city that Harold Hill is in, and he catches him in the act of conning the people before Harold Hill leaves. And so the whole story is about Harold Hill trying to get the whole town to believe in him and like how he can give them music and instruments and stuff. And like he's going to con them, but then he falls in love with the librarian, which is also the music teacher. So he tries to stay there and actually help them. But then Charlie Cowell comes and things get a little mixed up. And you're going to have to see the rest of the play, or see the whole play at Dickinson High School to get the rest of the story.
He sold it. So let me ask you, because I know in part of the production is that there's like a formation of boy bands.
Yes.
Which I relate to because, you know, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Boys in Motion from That's So Raven. Y'all are too young to even.
Wow.
Boys, we are the boys in motion. We give you our devotion, boys. Okay, so do you think that there's any direct comparisons with how, you know, they have shows like America's Got Talent and American Idol where sometimes they put different people that audition together and form bands like, who is it, Five Sauce, or who's the boy with the boy band with Harry Styles? Yeah, so do you think, what do you think about that?
So it's like American Idol. It's very similar. If Simon Cowell was the only judge, and instead of letting you do your act, he chose your act for you and just gave you an instrument. That's what Harold Hill does.
Okay, all right. So, you know, even though his intentions are bad, what do you think the overall message of the play is?
That like no matter like how bad of a person you can be, there's always good in you, and there's always enough good to help people out.
Okay, so tell us when this production is going to be.
That's not me.
He said he did his part. He said, I did what I came here for. I said what I said. I said it right. Now move along.
Okay. The Music Man is going to be It's okay. The shows are January the 25th, the 26th, and the 31st, and then February 1st and 2nd, all at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then we have January 26th and February 2nd, we have shows at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then on January 27th, we have a show at 2:30 p.m.
Okay, so since I know all of y'all are gonna be in it,
Yes.
so does that mean I get VIP?
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll talk
see.
to
I'll try to
our
hook it
director.
up.
We'll talk after the show. Okay. All right. So, how do you guys feel when you hear about different school districts that when they have to cut their funding and they decide that they want to cut from the arts, like the theater department, band, and things like that? I know Carolyn gonna answer this one. Is she?
Okay.
I haven't looked over here yet, but has she already moved the microphone in front of her? Okay. All right.
So I would love to answer this one.
Okay.
Okay, so when schools, it makes me pretty sad because obviously it's an important part of my life. It's an important part of my other guests' lives.
She said her, but she
my friends.
It's the Libra Lounge of Carolyn.
Okay, so I just growing up, I just kind of wanted somewhere where I could belong, and I just remember being 4 years old, and I went to this daycare, and they would always either play the movie E.T. or clips of Cats the musical, and that's where I first fell in love with theater. I was watching the Rum Tum Tugger, if you know that song from Cats, and I just thought wow, they sing and act and dance and they look like cats. How are those real people? I was just so amazed, and I knew that I needed to be in theater. So I mean, obviously it's an important part of my life, but then you gotta kind of think about these are your future entertainers. Do you love watching movies and TV and going to the hobby center, seeing plays and concerts, stuff like that, even musicians, that's part of the arts program,
Right.
so if you love all that stuff, why would you take funding away from it? It just kind of baffles me. That's terrible. So if you agree with me and you think it is terrible to take funding away from arts programs and schools,
She's serious.
go to FYLF.org and donate to the Find Your Light Foundation. Yes, it is Josh Groban's charity. I love Josh Groban. But
Tell us the website again.
FYLF.org.
Okay.
And you can read about the website on there, and it's basically a charity to increase funding for arts programs in schools. No matter what age, high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, they just want the kids to learn about the arts so they can find their niche where they belong.
Excellent. I think that's a great idea. Thank you, Josh Groban, for creating such a place that raises money for the arts. Great. Okay, so what do you each have planned for after high school, and will theater be a part of that? Hunter,
Well,
my little green lightning over here.
I know that I want to act after high school. I'm still trying to find out where I want to go for that. I think I'm gonna go to some sort of community college to get my course out of the way. But other than that, I just know I want to do acting. I just don't know whether that's stage acting or try to go for movie acting or maybe even voice acting. And there's just a lot of different ways to do it. And so I'm still trying to figure that out.
But you just know that most definitely theater acting will be a part of it.
Yes.
So
definitely.
Carolyn, since you're a senior, so you really, I'm sure you've got your plan all laid out. What's going on?
I wouldn't say it's all laid out, but I do know what I want to do.
I thought it was written in this book.
No. So I've actually already been to a large room audition the Sunday that we just had, actually at the Houston School for Performing and Visual Arts. A bunch of colleges came, and I went to the greater Houston area auditions, and they watched me perform. And I did an acting audition. I performed 2 monologues. But yeah, I want to hopefully get a BFA in acting. I know I want to do acting, but I also want to do playwriting because I love writing, and I just want a way to balance out my love for writing and my love for acting and theater, and I kind of want to be in the stuff that I write.
Of course, yeah,
that's the dream. Some of my top schools are University of Michigan. It's my number one, and then Texas State, also very close to number one. And U of H
1.5 maybe.
Yeah.
Or 1.1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then U of H and then UNT. And then maybe the new school, they talked to me at the auditions. They called me back and they really liked me. So we'll see how that goes.
Carolyn, all I have to say is when you write your first play, write a role for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, Dawson.
So I'd love to do theater after school. I'd really love to and like go to a college and get a degree on it. But my lovely mother is not fully on that plan right now, so I'm trying to convince her. But if not, I will get an engineering degree and become an engineer.
Got you. My husband's an engineer. That's why I keep him around. He fixes stuff. Okay, Annabella.
So, you know, I'm only a sophomore in high school, so I haven't really thought that much about it. But right now, theater's the plan. Just because I don't really have enough of a passion for anything else to want to do it for the rest of my life, like I have for theater.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll take some more classes in high school and be like, oh, I really like this, and I'll want to go to college for that. But right now, theater's my main thing, and I have no clue where I want to go to college.
Gotcha. So someone told me that you guys have it in pretty good with old Saint Nick.
I bet.
So good, in fact, that he's actually going to make a special trip down here to Dickinson before Christmas just for you guys. Okay, so tell me what's up with that. What is Breakfast with Santa?
So we actually got Santa himself and a lot of his elves to come down and on December 8th, kind of have breakfast with anyone who wants to come down and join. Tickets are $15, and it's going to be happening from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And so all
We're
the
at?
elves, oh, yeah, Dickinson High School.
Okay.
It's going to be happening at Dickinson High School, and all the elves are going to be rocking out and, like, singing songs, and you can come. There's going to be a whole bunch of food and all that stuff, so you can just come on down and hang out with Santa.
You had me at food.
Yeah, you know.
You know? I mean, I'm more of a Grinchy girl.
Oh, the Grinch will be there.
The Grinch will be there. So will I
Jack
I
Frost?
think Jack Frost will be there,
too.
and
Cindy Lou and all of
Cindy-
the
yes,
Who's
Cindy
from
Lou.
Whoville also.
So is the Grinch married? Is he still single? Do y'all know?
Maybe come down to Breakfast with Santa and find out.
I think I might, because that's my boy right there, the
Yeah.
Grinch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Okay, so fantastic. And you guys do this event because it's also a fundraiser, right? Carolyn, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
About fundraising in our department?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know, kind of like we talked about, like taking funding away from arts programs. Not that Dickinson High School is. I'm just saying, you know, fundraising certainly helps keep us like where we need to be.
Right.
And fundraising, like, it lets us buy like royalties to do our musicals. That's how we're able to do the Music Man. That's how we were able to do Disney shows the last couple of years.
I don't think people even realize that you have to.
Yeah, you have to pay to do,
yeah.
like all the shows we do,
Right.
Because otherwise it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's just it pays for our equipment and stuff like that. And
Does it help for like when you guys are traveling for
yeah.
competitions and things
Well,
like that?
Yeah, we
Okay.
have
Okay.
we rent this like U-Haul type thing for one act that we have to have all our stuff in, so it helps for that. It helps us dry clean our costumes, because I know we have like a corridor in the in our area where it's like 10 dry cleaning boxes because they don't like give us funding for that, so we have to like.
That's something that,
Yeah.
you know, we would never think about, that you guys need dry cleaning.
Costumes.
Okay. All right. So do you guys do other fundraisers throughout the year as well?
yes, we're selling candles for our musical right now to raise money for the costumes that we're gonna buy and stuff like that.
So if any of our audience wants to purchase a candle, how can they do that?
Just go to somebody who's in theater and in the musical.
Go to the Revelers?
Yes.
Is it the Facebook page or is it a website that you can
We
go
have
to?
a website.
Yes.
A website? Okay. So what is the website?
I think if you just search up DHS Theater and
It'll
the
pop up?
first thing that pops up, just click on that and it'll take you to the website.
Excellent. So then it'll give us the information about purchasing a candle. Will it also have information about purchasing tickets to Breakfast with Santa and the Music Man?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So the real reason why we're here, no, I'm just kidding. So and y'all better not get it wrong, what are your top 3 favorite Christmas movies? Go, Hunter. Go. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Hunter.
I really enjoy Home Alone.
Okay.
Really like Home Alone.
Mhm.
A Christmas Carol, you know,
Okay,
can't
okay,
ever go
okay.
wrong there.
Okay.
And I really like the newer one, Rise of the Guardians. Yeah, where they're
Isn't
all,
that
like,
about the owls?
No, there's I forget what that one's called, but the Rise of the Guardians is like with Jack Frost and Santa, and they're all like fighting forget his name.
The,
Yeah,
the
Tooth
Dark
Fairy
Knight
and
guy.
Sandman.
I thought that was the
Oh,
Santa
the
Claus
Sandman.
3.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Really? I didn't know that.
I mean, it's about Christmas, so I mean, I feel like it'd be a Christmas movie.
That's
I
kind of like
watch
the
it.
Harry Potter movies. Like I consider them to be Christmas, like the first 3 ones, because there is Christmas stuff. Like I listen to the Harry Potter soundtrack for Christmas to get in the holiday spirit, but that's just me. Okay, Carolyn, what are your 3 favorite Christmas movies?
Of course, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Woo!
Yeah, the Jim Carrey, because
My girl.
Jim Carrey's
Give
an
me
icon.
5. Thank
Jim
you.
Carrey's an
Thank you. Thank
icon.
you. Thank you.
And everyone's favorite, A Christmas Story. I love Christmas Story. But then, like the one that we watch every single, I mean, we watch both of those every single year, but like every single year it comes on our TV. It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, that is a classic. I love that one.
Okay, that's a pretty good list. Y'all are doing good so far. Y'all are doing good, Dawson.
Yeah.
So I only have 2, but they're pretty good.
Okay.
So Elf
Yeah.
That's a great
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Elf is so
and
good.
Iron Man 3 because it happens during Christmas.
That is
My
accurate.
husband really likes you now. You want to be an engineer and Iron Man? He likes that. Okay, Annabella.
I had to go last. Everybody's already said mine.
You can say him again.
Okay, A Christmas Story. That's
Mhm.
a great one. Classic. Love that one. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Mhm.
And then Elf are my
Elf.
3 favorites.
Those are good because sometimes people say the weirdest movies, and I'm like, what? So my favorites are How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey one, Love Actually, which I just love. I love Love Actually, and then Krampus. Have y'all seen Krampus?
No, I have not.
Yes,
Oh, yes, I've seen
it's
a little of it.
good.
I've seen a little of
It's
it.
so horrible that it's so good. I mean, it's just it's bad. I like bad movies.
It's kind of like
it's-
Sharknado. Yeah.
I have seen all of them. Yes, I have seen every single Sharknado that has ever been made, and I think we're finally done. You know, so
Yeah.
okay, those are good. Listen to these. These are the professionals right here. So,
Also, the Polar Express.
Oh,
yes, Polar Express.
Express.
alrighty. So when we get back, we're gonna get all of the information from the Reveliers.
Yes.
Reveliers, the Revs, Reveliers. Okay.
The Red.
The Revs. Okay. All of the information about ticket purchase, their social media, breakfast with Santa, and what else to expect from their theater season. And then we're going to have something new tonight. We're going to have Who Said That? We'll be right back.
Your very own Houston Havoc had teamed up with Keisha from the Libra Lounge to present to you the Lady Havoc Dance Team. This is the premier year for the Lady Havoc, and we're excited to offer you a great opportunity to sponsor the team. Call or email today to sign up to sponsor and show your support for the Lady Havoc Dance Team. Hey folks, have you thought about having your own podcast but are worried it's too expensive or too hard to produce? Well, you're in luck. Pink Phoenix Media, the company that's brought you such shows as the Libra Lounge with Keisha, Going Deep with Leon and Keisha, and our brand new show, the Manticore Media Podcast, is here to offer you the chance to have your own podcast professionally recorded, produced, and broadcasted. We offer very affordable rates, flexible schedule, and everything you need to make your media dreams come true. Check us out and email us at sales@pinkphoenixmedia.net.
Alrighty. So I am so pleased to have had you guys come and visit the Libra Lounge today.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
I want to say a huge thank you to Hunter, Carolyn, Dawson, and Annabella. And to your teacher is Mrs. Powell.
Yes.
Mrs. Powell, what a great group of kids.
And Mrs. Hadaway.
And Mrs.
And-
Hadaway.
yes,
And
Hadaway.
Mrs. Hadaway. So, real quick, Annabella, because you told me this is what you were going to do. This is why
Yes.
you're here.
Yes.
Give us a breakdown of everything having to do with upcoming ticket sales, Breakfast with Santa, social media, how to contact you guys, and your theater season. Go.
Okay, so you can contact us through our website, which, like I said before, you just look up DHS Theater, and then the first thing that pops up will take you straight to our website.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we have the ticket prices of the things coming up. So the breakfast with Santa is $15 per person
Okay. When did those tickets go on sale?
right now.
Okay. Okay.
And then our Music Man tickets for pre-sale, for students, they're $8, and for adults, they're $10.
Okay.
And then if you buy them at the door, they're $2 more. So students will be $10, and adults will be $12.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
keep going.
Okay, so if anyone wants to follow you guys on social media as far as the theater department, are you guys on Facebook or Instagram?
We have an Instagram and a Twitter.
Okay.
Our Instagram is DHS_Reveliers.
Okay.
And then our Twitter is DHS Theater Arts.
Perfect. So I know you guys have the Music Man coming up. Is there anything else this season that you guys want to tell us about?
In the new year, in the spring, we have our one act. So
Okay.
just look out for that and come to our competitions and support us and stuff.
Okay.
And then at the end of the school year, we have senior directs.
Okay. So-
Yes. And then, sorry. And then this Christmas, the freshman kids are putting on the best Christmas pageant ever. Is what it's called.
So if we follow you guys on social media, we'll get updates about all of that as well.
Yes.
Okay. And so after our show, when we upload the video, we're also going to put all of this information on there. Social media, website, information about the Music Man and Breakfast with Santa. Alrighty. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Before I put y'all to shame with this round of Who Said That? Anything else? You sure? Are y'all ready?
Goodness.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no.
So this is something new. We've never done this before. It's called Who Said That? So it could be something that someone famous said. It could be from a movie. It can be a song. Okay? Are you guys ready?
ready.
But in honor of theater, I'm going to do it in my best British accent.
Yes.
All of that.
Wait, British RP or British Cockney?
I don't know the difference. Why you got to make me look bad, Karen? I don't know the difference.
She's trying to take over the show.
She didn't already took over the show. She said her audience. She said her people. She said the Libra Lounge for Carolyn. She changed this picture right here to her picture. So
The British RP sounds a bit like this, and the British Cockney sounds like this.
well, I guess you're gonna tell me which one I am because I'm just gonna try to do the best that I can with this British accent.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
All righty. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
Oh, that was the quote.
Peyton
Oh.
used this as her caption for Instagram once. I know
Wait,
that.
can we get it again? Can we get the quote again?
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP?
Can we phone a friend?
Yeah.
You can phone a parent.
Parents?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought like Nicki Minaj or something.
No, so it is a song. You know what OPP? Yeah, you know me. You know what OPP? Yeah, you know me. That one. Okay.
Who said it?
Naughty by Nature. That's the name of the group. Okay.
Never would have
I
guessed
don't know who
that.
that is.
Okay, here's the next one. You ready? Yes. Hello. It's me. I was wondering if after all these years,
I know it.
Adele.
I know
you
it.
like to me.
I know it. Is it Adele?
Is it Adele?
It is
Adele?
Adele.
Yeah.
All righty. Because I have a cheat sheet over here. Oh, here's the next one.
Oh, okay.
Here's the next one. Because this is Thriller.
Oh, Michael
Oh,
Jackson.
Michael-
Thriller, not. Yep. Let me get
Oh, sorry.
this. There's an agent could be
I'm
watching
sorry,
right
I'm
now, and
sorry.
you're still in my thunder. Let me finish here. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, that was theater. All right, next we have. I don't know her.
Please let me have it. Please
Just,
let
I
me
don't
have
know her.
I don't know her.
Mariah Carey.
You cheated.
I did not cheat.
Yes, it was Mariah Carey talking about Jennifer Lopez. All right, let's see what we got over here. Scooby? Dooby? What are you?
Is it Shaggy?
Yeah, Scooby Dooby Doo.
Where are you?
Because if I would have did that, y'all would have known exactly what I was talking about.
The Mystery Gang?
Yeah. Is
No,
it like
it's just a
Shaggy,
Scooby-Doo.
Velma, Daphne,
I've got
Fred.
another one. I've got another one. How about this one? Hold on. I got to make sure I get the words right. Hold on. Okay. Hold up. Taylor, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm going to let you finish.
Kanye
But
West.
Beyonce,
Kanye West.
Yes, Kanye West.
He fake for that.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the greatest music videos of all time.
There you go.
Why
There
do
you go.
know that?
Of course she knows that. Okay, I've got another one. But why are you so obsessed with me?
Oh, yeah, it's
Regina George.
I've never seen
No.
Mean Girls.
no.
It was Gretchen Wiener from Mean Girls.
Was it?
I haven't.
Yes.
Yeah, same. Me
No,
neither.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Have you?
You have to
You
go
haven't
home
either.
and watch that 20
I'm
times.
sorry. Yeah.
And we're literally going to see
Okay, so should we do one more, Mr. Owens? A yabba? A dabba?
Oh.
A do?
Flintstones.
Very, very, very
to be
good.
to be precise,
Oh,
John
I
Goodman.
get
John
you.
Goodman when he was Fred Flintstone.
Mhm.
That was a good movie. And Rick Moranis was Barney. That was iconic.
She just has to one up all of us all the time, doesn't she? And she does this like she's a politician.
And I think Rosie O'Donnell was Barney's wife.
She
Yeah.
was. Yeah, that was kind of weird. That was a
Odd
weird
flex, but
casting
okay.
right there.
Good movie, good movie.
Okay, so everyone, thanks again to Dickinson High School, the Reveliers. Make sure to purchase your tickets for December 8th, Breakfast with Santa. And can they start getting their pre-ticket sale tickets right now for the Music Man? Yes. So we don't have a website, or do we have a website? Or can you just go to Dickinson ISE and then click on the high school and the theater department
Yes.
and get all the information? Perfect. Let's do that. I got to go in there all the time for Skyward checking my daughter's grades anyway. Also, if you want to, you can find them on Twitter, and on Facebook, because I looked y'all up on Facebook,
Yes.
and Instagram.
Yes.
And it's the Reveliers, Reveliers.
Not quite. Reveliers.
I was close. Anyway, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Be safe. Make sure to come out and support these guys. Such a great group of kids, and such a great, the Dickinson Theater Department puts on some really excellent productions. So please support them and buy a candle too. Bye-bye.
Bye.